6, I got a chance to sit down next to this guy that was playing I call him a guy, a very great artist. And his name was Oscar Peterson. And a gentleman had brought me into the room to sit down with this gentleman. He says, why don't you just sit there and watch this guy play? And he said, sure, have him sit down. And I looked, and he started to play. That was it. That went to Herbie and Chick and, you know, all the guys that were, again, I'll go back to the CTI days. And since a lot of my uncles were jazz buffs, I was always listening to the Miles stuff, the Coltrane stuff, you know. They had everything all day long. That's what I was getting fed, you know. So I was very familiar with, I mean, where you want to start? Bud Powell, Thelonious Monk, we can down a list, man, you know. So that's kind of the background that got me to that point after watching Oscar. And I had seen Joe Zawinul, and, you know, the principal of the elementary school was a jazz disc jockey. So guys would come to town, and he'd have them come by the school and play. So, you know, we grew up having these assemblies with God only knows who. You know, this long list of artists. I mean, now that I think about it, I mean, what a concept, you know. So my personal music experience came out of not only the information of how to play this stuff, but having a chance to look at guys that were professionals at that point in the game and go, oh, yeah, you can learn this, but it can go there. I was signed to Columbia. George Butler signed me to Columbia back in '79, actually. So when I got my first contract, I was like 18, 19 years old at the time. And, you know, it was a dream come true. I mean, you practice all these years and you put your time in and you have this dream, you know, that maybe one day I might be able to become, you know, a recording artist. And for me, it happened. I was just really blessed in that way. And we were using these at the time, you know. I remember my first record, George had Freddie Hubbard and some guys come on, you know, just some really incredible artists, you know, surround me and start playing, and it's a really special time, really special time. Then we moved to the second album, and number one record called The Groove, you know, which kind of took off and launched my career, and it's been quite a journey ever since then, you know.